but sometimes we got to call everything exactly what it is. A hot mess, okay? And right now, that is just the reality. A hot, blazing mess. Hello everybody, my name is Isis Daniel and I am the Millennial Somm. And today we are here for my favorite day of the week. So if you know the song, you better sing along. Tasting Thursdays. Get it? Tasting Thursdays with your girl, the Millennial Somm. I am she is me, and we are here for another Tasting Thursday, all right? And I'm super excited to be here and to have my second Tasting Thursday of the year. Honestly, last week was phenomenal. I want to give a quick shout out to Drink Bubble Butt. Andrew, you were awesome. If you guys missed it, please make sure that you go to my Instagram, and then also I believe, hopefully by now, I have the video actually live on my YouTube page as well. So make sure you guys take the time to check that out. We had so much fun, all the wine puns you can think of, and also some great information about the wine seltzer. But today, I have another wine that I think is really, really, really appropriate, okay? I think that after last week with everything that happened, current events, you know, these crazy people, the terrorists, that's what they are, okay? Let's talk about it. Really trying to destroy our democracy, okay? You know, what happened at the Capitol was absolutely ridiculous. Me being a DC native, it's too much. And I don't care. I'm going to speak on what I see and the things that bother me. I'm not afraid. I ain't never scared. But yeah, it's important that we do call it what it is. It was an act of terrorism. It was ridiculous. And I'm very excited to start this next chapter in 2021. Let's go on, get Biden up in there. I do think that we should keep it very virtual, and he should not be out here in these streets. I'm just saying. But I'm really sick and tired of all the chaos that has been happening, not even just over the last year, but over the last 4 years. And even take it a step further, everything that's been happening in 2020, it was a buck wild year. Although I am very grateful for the many blessings that I got to encounter, you know, I'm totally for making sure that we focus on the positives. There was a lot of craziness that was happening in 2020. So today we're going to feature a wine that really sums up the overall feel. Because yes, right now you guys are hearing me in a way that you don't usually. I know that I'm light, I'm bubbly, I'm upbeat, but sometimes we got to call everything exactly what it is. A hot mess, okay? And right now, that is just the reality. A hot, blazing mess. Okay? So that being said, let's go ahead and introduce this wine that really shows how I feel about all this craziness, but also highlight why we are also drinking it. All right, so I did open it and I had a little bit of a glass. Maybe that's why I'm so like gung-ho right now. But boom. Tank Winery, and I'm sorry, I like spit a little bit. But Tank Winery, thank you so much for this wine right here. So this is called Middle Finger 2019 Tank Garage. What's up? Y'all know I love you. Send you kisses. Mwah. But yeah, you know, Middle Finger, I read up on this wine, and what I loved about why they created it because there was just so much craziness that's been happening in 2020. And what they said was that we need to focus on everything that matters. Focus on everything that makes us happy, that, you know, makes our loved ones happy, the things that energize us. Focus on everything good, right? Even the things that might be worrisome, but still push you to that next level. Focus on those things, and everything else, middle finger that thing, okay? And that's what I'm doing to last week, but also what I'm doing to any negative energy, vibes, chaos, confusion, bullcocky. Y'all catch the drift. This is what we're doing to it. Let's stay focused on the prize. 2021 just started, and I read someone in my comments said, F 2020, 2021 already, and we are only in what, week 2, week 3? Which week is it? Like, this is too much. So, reminder, you guys, we still have a whole year ahead of us that we have full control over. All right. There might be some external things that we, have no control over, but for everything that we do, it is important that we focus on those things and we keep it what? Pushing. Okay. So this is just a reminder for you to make sure that you keep your head on the prize and don't allow any of the craziness that are happening outside of your door to get to you. Because you know what? I am declaring today that I will live. Okay. I'm going to live. And we are going to have a good time living. Amen. Amen. All right. So shout out to Tank Winery for this wine. It's so appropriate. You did it for 2020. Apparently we're going to need it for 2021 as well. All right. So let's go ahead and get into this tasting. So this wine, Middle Finger 2019, Shake Ridge Vineyards in California. And I'm actually really interested in the fact that it's a nice little blend. Shout out to Burtis. You my homie. Also, make sure you guys check out Belong Wine Company. He is the owner of Belong Wine Company, but also the winemaker for Tank Winery. Okay, so I absolutely love his wines. I believe he even has like a cult following. So I never liked that phrase. But anyway. So definitely check that out. But what I noticed, majority of this wine is 95% Barbera, but then it also said 3%, let me say it right, Primaveto. All right. The reason why it's interesting is because if you know, and maybe you don't, I'll just let you know, Primaveto is actually the same genetic grape as Zinfandel. In California, Zins are everything. As we know, Zins really got their first boom in California with pink Zinfandel, which is a whole nother conversation. But recently, in recent years, you see it in a variety of different styles. You have the lighter body, way more, a little more sugar, nice fruit, light body. Then you also have those old vines that are hearty, wonderful flavor, usually oak aged. You just have a nice variety of different vibes if you love Zins. I absolutely love Zin. In fact, I said that Zins are my fall wine. I love it. Okay. The interesting thing about Primaveto is that it's actually the same grape, but that name is typically used in Italy. All right. So you get two different styles. Again, California, you're getting higher sugar content, you're getting higher alcohol. Usually the tannin and acidity is a little lower. With Primaveto in Italy, you're actually getting almost the opposite effect. You're getting heartier wines. You're getting, you still have, that heat. So you are going to get, a nice amount of alcohol and all that jazz. But it's typically a more serious, so less sugar content, and just more girth. Okay. So I think that that's interesting that they use that, that they're saying that grape, even though it's in California. But it's really to tell you what the vibes are. When you're reading a label, understand that what they're telling you is really what you need to expect. We're not expecting the characteristics in this wine because it's 3%, that there are certain characteristics that they're getting from the Primaveto grape, right? But it's not going to be the same type of characteristics you would expect from a Zin. So hopefully that's not information overload. Of course, you guys, if you have any questions, please put them in the comments below. Also, make sure that you are sharing this content, liking it, all that jazz, because, if you have any questions or someone else does, I want to make sure that I can answer. Amen. Amen. All right. So interesting. I'm excited to go ahead. I've really been sipping this wine already. Cause y'all know me. I love Tank Winery. And, I was ready to vibe, and then I thought, maybe go ahead and just record my tasting Thursday, get it over with. All right. So the color. So yeah, I'm still gonna go with a medium ruby. However, it is leaning towards the purple hues. There are a little bit of blue hints in there. So if you were to taste this wine, and you would say that you're getting a medium or pale, depending on your lighting and how much wine you have in your glass, a pale purple, I would go with that. I'm gonna still stick with ruby. I am still getting those nice red hues in there that are really, you know, ruby, but not in the garnet. We're not over there, but there are some bluish hues. So depending on what your vibe is and what your lighting is, that's what you're getting. Okay, so now there's never one answer usually. Let's go ahead and smell. All right, so on the nose, I'm getting like strawberry. What is that? Yeah, so I'm getting strawberry, raspberry, nice red fruit in there. Yep. A little bit of vanilla. Very, very subtle. I'm not really getting anything else. So the intensity on this wine on the nose is really, really, I would go like medium minus. You do get some of those aromas that are kind of jumping out, but it's not very intense, okay? Let's go ahead and taste. This is the first time I've been drinking this wine, but I never really took the time to taste it. This is actually very delicious. So yeah, you're still getting that strawberry, still getting kind of like that vanilla, that raspberry. It's really a nice tart strawberry that it's just very, just there in your face. It's delicious. It's absolutely phenomenal. It's really good. Not a lot of tannin. Acidity, I'm gonna go with, wait. All right, I know, so for everyone who's wondering what I just did, when I'm tasting and I'm trying to get a sense of how the tannins are and the acidity, I really just focus the wine at the front of my mouth, paying attention to the sensations I'm getting on the top of my lip, not top of lip, like my gum, between the gum and lip. And if I get a really, really drying sensation, that's how I measure my tannin. And then also I pay attention down here, how, you know, that saliva, the moisture, how is that really manifesting in my mouth, okay? And if it's a lot of moisture, then I'm going to go ahead and say, you know, it's high acidity. This wine here is actually not really high in acid, not really high in tannin. And then as far as alcohol, yeah, 13.8, medium alcohol, not a lot going on. I think this wine really speaks for itself. It's very much an easy drinking wine. I can drink this any day, all day. And yeah, I mean, honestly, it's a really good wine. That's all I can really say about this wine. Highly recommend it if you're looking for something that is easy drinking. Obviously, I don't think that this is one of the best wines I've ever had from Burtis. They have phenomenal wines. So sorry, I can't say that, but I can say that it is really good for what it is. If you're looking for something casual, not necessarily something that you would have for a special event or, oh my gosh, girl, it's your birthday, turn up. Like, no, I wouldn't do that. This is people coming to the house. I have a wine for you guys, and I believe it'll be a crowd pleaser. Okay, so there's a time and a place for all wines. That's why I gotta keep it honest. So yeah, I highly recommend it. It's delicious. Yeah, so that is it from me, the Millennial Somm. Make sure that you guys are tuning in tonight for happy hour. I will be there, and I will be having a guest. Should be having a guest. We'll see what happens. But I will definitely be there tonight at 7 o'clock at the Millennial Somm on Instagram. I'll see you there. Make sure you bring your wine and a good time. Love you guys. Bye.